Salutations and greetings, everybody. My name is ImagineUniverse, and today I have a interesting little discussion video to be talking about. And it starts out with when I first found Minecraft, I was playing 1.8. Actually, I started out with 1.8. I was doing demo mode, and I was finding all sorts of crazy ways on how to get Minecraft without paying the outrageous $20 to $30 because we didn't really have much money at the time. So we started looking for like used accounts that people were just giving away, and eventually I found the Titan launcher, or the Team Extreme launcher, which is the one I use now. It doesn't give you skins, it doesn't give you access to, it's a cracked launcher, and it doesn't give you access to like special servers or realms or really anything like that. So I don't get anything special. The only reason why I got this skin is that I'm using a special little texture pack I made, so I don't look like a Steve. But anyways, today I want to be discussing about all the changes that has been from 1.8, because I truly believe that 1.8 was the beginning of an insane line of excuse me, of new updates that just revolutionized Minecraft. And I just can't stand that there's so many people be like, Minecraft PC's dying, and or people doubting that it's going to get better, or saying that these updates have been kind of crappy so far, especially poor 1.9 over here. And I'll get into why 1.9 isn't as crappy as everyone takes it, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, and that's what this video is about, is discussing all the crazy changes in from 1.8 all the way down there to currently is 1.11. Let's take a look. So first we got 1.8 right here. And one of the things the 1.8 did that was a little controversial at the time was the introduction to JSON files. They also added new commands such as fill and clone, and they also added in 3D models, which is actually very cool. I am actually trying to work with 3D models right now to make something for the future and for my suggestion videos and for my friends on Reddit. But the JSON files, no one really understood what they were for at the time, but when it came around to 1.9, then everyone understood what the JSON file is for, and that was for the like, you could get texture packs, like items that have durability, like say bows, swords, chest plates, shields, basically anything with a durability on it. Anything with a durability on it, excuse me, can have a special texture added to each and every durability. So if I just get myself a diamond sword right here, summon ship, not 0s, and as you can see, the this diamond sword right here has 1,561 total durability. So that's 1,561 different textures that this diamond sword can be given. And it's just absolutely insane how many things you can make. You make custom 3D models, custom weapons, custom literally everything. It is absolutely insane what the JSON files have been able to do. And 1.9 also brought us new command blocks in the form of the chain and the repeating command block, which just basically replaced the need for doing, like in 1.8 you used to have to do this. You had to block redstone right here. This one will clear the redstone, it would just keep on going back and forth and just set an entire line, and it became very, very laggy, like extremely laggy. So I am glad that was added. Also, redstone ticks were increased from, I don't exactly know the actual numbers, but I did hear that redstone, like if you had a big old line of redstone, it would only tick so many times. But with 1.9, they increased the tick from, I believe it was like, I might be guessing right here, but I think it was 128, and they increased it to like over 2,000 ticks or something. So that was pretty cool. Next, they also added in loot tables for mobs, so you can have mobs draw custom items, custom literally anything. And this even works with chests, loot chests, and tons of other stuff as well. They also added in something that no one really noticed, except by it was Gamer Guppy and Oh No, where discovered that boats have an interesting little mechanic due to that they have 2 seats though. So let's get a creeper right here, and difficulty N. So then we push you in there, push you. So you got 2. You're able to have 2 in the boats in the 1.9, and then you're able to have a boat like right where this little creeper is, and that would mean that there's a little offset, and just watching the map was, just playing the map was insane. It was just amazing what it did. So now go back to difficulty P. Like there's a spider robot, they made a spinograph, they made trees, they made tons of stuff with these, just a few boats. And one of the most controversial changes in 1.9 was the weapon cooldown, which is this little thing right here, where like 1.6 attack speed and 7 attack damage. Like, see, it takes some time to get back up there, and then you get that little crosshairs right there. And everyone was just hating this from all different angles, and they were saying things like it screws up strategy. What the 1.9 cooldown thing was made for was for spam attack, like on servers I experienced this before when I was playing Sky Wars on 1.8, where people can just go spam with a freaking wooden sword. I'll have a diamond sword, he comes in with a wooden sword, and bam, 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 I'm dead in a few moments. And a lot of people are just hating this whole thing, and just like saying it messed up with their strategy, it ruined Minecraft. The one thing I do agree with them is that they should have made like a game rule do or weapon cooldown, like do something like that. I would get if they done that, made a little more editable. That could be the reason why a couple people are upset, but just I'm gonna prove it once for all that this was a good thing. Like, you see this wooden sword right here? It had, here in 1.9, it is 1.6 attack speed. That's 1 second, 1.5 seconds basically. And that's 4 attack damage. So that would deal like 4 hearts. Actually no, 2 hearts. Yeah, that's 2 hearts per strike. And back in like 1.8, you could just spam this, and I got this thing here to illustrate it. Each of these wool blocks represents a tick in game. And there are 20 ticks in the game right now, so actually I can demonstrate that. I just get myself a command block, and let's go right here, say tick, say tick, change it to repeat, and then we can count them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count from the bottom, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yeah, see? 20 ticks. And you can even look it up. It's 20 ticks per second. So every a swing. I've done this in coding before I play games, and I actually tried to make games before. So when you press the button, like, as you can see, I can't hold it and it'll do it. What it is it's detecting when it's pressed, when it does that right there, and it's checking for that tick every like if I hold it for 2 seconds, it'll just do these two will be green, whereas for it to register as a strike, it has to be 1 per tick. So that means every other tick is skipped. So it'll be tick, release, tick, release, tick, release. And say you have like someone with just a crazy fast clicker, or say there's someone made a bot out there that's able to tick at those crazy speeds. So theoretically, with the weakest weapon in the game, which is the wooden sword right here, if you still had the spam click and they still did a 4 damage, that means we got click, 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 click. So let's theoretically say they can click that fast. Or they have a robot, or say that like people have built mouses out there. My uncle has a gaming mouse that makes it so that you can spin around a lot faster. So you can definitely modify a mouse so that it can just do all the clicks for you just by you holding it or something like that. And if all this was able, so this is still theoretical, but still, even in 1 second, that person would be able to do 40 damage to you. 40. That means this person could kill you twice in a second. Twice in a second. Whereas, and that's just a wooden sword. Iron sword, that's 60. So that'd be 60 damage per second. Stone, that is 50 damage. Or a golden sword, it's still 40. That's funny. And you got diamond sword, which is a whopping 7 attack damage. So that'd be 70. This person could kill you almost 4 times over with a diamond sword, and that's if he clicks like a maniac. So with the cooldown, it reduces all that just for 4 damage per a second and a half, and that's with the wooden sword. And like you can still spam click, it's just not going to really do anything with it. So this is the reason why the cooldown isn't stupid and why it's actually been very useful. Now people can't just spam the heck out of people. That's not strategy. And it also makes it a little more realistic. Like in real life, you're not going to be you're not going to be wasting all your energy just whack, 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 whack. You gotta time your swings and put more energy into it, or else you're just poking it with a stick. So yeah, I hope that covers that up. And did I get everything in here? Yes, I did. Then we come with 1.10, and that's where it this was actually supposed to be a 1.9. And that's the one thing I did forget, and that's particles render better. With the lingering potions they added, they needed so that that particles don't lag the game as much as entities do. Like a bunch of entities will lag it, but they altered the code so that something like this wouldn't just lag your game the Kingdom Come. Like look at that, I got 80, and over here still 80 or 90 now, or 100, whatever. So it only reduces it so much. It doesn't like completely crash your game just because you got a bunch of particles. Back then in 1.8, an item like this would not be acceptable. No. So in 1.10, they didn't really add very much except more adventurous stuff like the polar bear, the husk, and oh, they did, I believe they also fixed hunger in there. Or was that 1.11 they fixed hunger? I don't know. But, because right now I'm just focusing on map making stuff and things like that. They added in the structure blocks, and they added a couple more commands, I believe, 1.11 did the locate command, and this made it organize commands a little bit better. And let's just put this in perspective a little. Let's think about the structure blocks. Back then, before 1.8, if you wanted to build something, like you wanted something to spawn, let's say, they had the set block command. So just doing this little formation right here would have taken 9 command blocks just to make just something like this. Just something simple, and it's just very simple. So if you want to do like very complex builds, you had much more command blocks. Just an insane amount of command blocks. But when 1.8 came around, they added in the fill and clone command, which now you're able to fill an area, and you're also able to clone stuff. But you still needed a copy of that place. So if you built a gigantic castle, you had to clone it using the clone command. 1.9, I believe they actually they didn't quite shrink that down just yet, but they definitely make command blocks a lot more compact with the new chain and repeat. But when I didn't want to drop you. Go back. Get back up there. Anyways, now with the structure blocks, now you don't need to use the clone command at all, and it's insane. I was making broke that, and we have the Uniquity server that was playing with my friends on Reddit, and I made an entire forest just with 3 structure blocks. That's it. And they were just for each of the trees. And I was just able to plant a forest like just insane. And it even makes it so that the structures are downloadable from the world. All you have to do is copy it from your structures folder, I believe, in your world folder, and you're able to take it into another world and drop it off. And then in 1.11, they added quite a bit. They organize all the commands now with summon commands. Everything is lowercase. Minecraft, sheep, there. And if you had a mod, you would do things like biomes, plenty, rooster, and that would be the way to summon that. They also did the Woodland Mansion, which just shows how powerful the structure blocks are. And they added in the shulker boxes, which are very, very useful in organizing stuff. And they added in treasure maps. I remember seeing a post around this time, right around 1.9, and people were thinking about adding in. A person did a excuse me, a suggestion for treasure maps, and people were like, "Oh, how's that going to work?" Well, it would. He explained that it would predict it, where the structure would be, and everyone was having doubts. And then, lo and behold, 1.11 comes around and we get treasure maps. They also, the summon commands, all our spawn eggs became organized, like the zombie horse. All these, all been nicely organized, and just so much stuff has been added so far into Minecraft. It is insane. Like, if you watch any of the custom command videos, the Tempest box, or the custom command creations, the all one command things, stuff like that. It's just insane what we're able to do, and there's so many other things that can be done in the upcoming updates. And I actually, a friend of mine on Reddit, he's one of the new moderators, Ibaloids, I believe his name was. He actually sent a message to Jeb and Dinnerbone, and we actually got a little bit of a sneaky little hint for what 1.12 is going to be like. 1.11, 1.10, and this is what Jeb's saying. 1.9, 1.10, and 1.11 were all adventure theme updates, and 1.12 is going to include something different. something a little special. And he also said why he hasn't been coming on to the Minecraft suggestions, because he doesn't want to create more arguments, especially with right here with the weapon cooldown. Why does it keep on doing that? But yeah, the weapon cooldown problem, everyone's just hating them on the weapons and why they had the cooldown, why you can't spam click anymore, and that kind of made them so they didn't want to go on to Reddit anymore. And most of the time on the Minecraft suggestions, it's just showing bug fixes, and they're not really seeing much ideas anymore. And they don't really want to do big ideas, because they don't want to steal someone else's idea. They want it to be a challenge for them to make a big idea. But they'll take like polished ideas, like the little small ideas, like say the whole thing with the let's actually get that out right there, like the bed having the little message right there, you can only sleep at night, instead of spamming it. Or small little things, but they have to be nice and polished though. And ever since Ibaloid's message, Jeb has actually been coming back online to Minecraft suggestions now, and he's been interacting. A couple new ideas are starting to flow around, and Jeb even made a list of ideas he doesn't want to keep on seeing again, and what he won't be doing, like his preferred sort of ideas. So I will put a link in the description below of what he does like to see. And before I end this video, I would like to add one little suggestion for 1.12. In 1.9, they did the custom textures for the durability, right? But when I was playing around with textures and items, I found this. So you give yourself an item, and then like 32 right there, it's 0 durability, right? But what if you can go one more higher? It gives you a negative durability. I actually posted this on Reddit recently. I'll put a link down in the description below. That there are tons, and I mean tons of the negative durabilities. Like, the biggest problem in map makers is that they gotta take durabilities that already exist out there, and I will show you a little example of that if I go to my test pack right here that I've been working on. Excuse me. Excuse me. As you can see, they're chairs right now. So if I go with something with 1 durability, it's a little cauldron right here, and this was actually made by Mr. Crayfish, and so I just altered it so that golden swords would have this amazing little texture right here. And the only problem is that you can only apply it to positive textures and below. Like, you can't make it so that a negative texture would have its own custom model. So I'll just take the texture pack off now. Excuse me. Winter weather. So but I discovered something amazing when it came to these sort of items. You can actually go very high with them. So it goes about, it actually goes higher than that. Okay, that's 55. Okay, that's also the weird thing, is that when you go beyond the limit, it says it giving you air. So let's go 44, nope. 445, 446, 7. Nope, it's somewhere around here. Okay, giving me air again. Giving me air. Gave me air. I'm gonna look up the numbers just real quick, like. Don't worry about the pause screen. It's somewhere around here. I just posted it. There it is. Oh, you got 16 points already. Okay, it's 65,535. So let's do that. 65,535. So that is the lowest texture you can get. And anywhere else up will just give you air. So this is the full amount of textures you can get in Minecraft. So if all these were negative textures and you're able to give them all their own custom texture, that means that is 6. And this is the same with all items. So like a diamond sword doesn't go any lower than that. So diamond sword. If I do one more higher, it just gives me air. So this is the lowest for all of them. They all give me different numbers, so it's kind of weird. So it's very interesting how many different textures you can get. And this is just insane amount of textures right here you could do. And this won't affect your gameplay or make it look funny. Like just show you before, like if you had a golden sword, you hit someone once, your golden sword turns into a pot, and then you hit them again, it becomes a chair, or the next time you hit it, it becomes an apple, or just weird stuff like that. Like the block models that they use. But if all those block models were negative textures, that'd be so much more simpler. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little video and this little history of Minecraft. And yeah. May the universe be with you. Goodbye.